And good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Allendale, Michigan. Today from the campus of Grand Valley State University, it's women's softball action today from the Great Lakes Intercollegiate Athletic Conference Division II doubleheader today here in Allendale, coming your way on the Grand Valley Sports Network. I'm Tom Cleary, your host for the action. We'll be on board here today just for game one of this twin bill. Grand Valley playing again at home this weekend with games on Saturday and Sunday against Walsh and Hillsdale. We'll be around tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock for the first game of the Walsh doubleheader. But today it's the Warriors from Malone in Canton, Ohio, taking on Grand Valley here, which has played very well lately. Grand Valley has won 7 straight. Lakers on Tuesday won a doubleheader here against Lake Superior State, and they put their veteran pitcher Sarah Andrazik on the hill here in game one. Andrazik had a shutout performance in her last start. In fact, Grand Valley's pitchers have been outstanding of late, not giving up very many runs. 4 shutouts in the last 6 games for the pitching staff of Dana Callahan and Jen Rivera. And they are a team that's a little bit unusual in college softball because they've got 4 different pitchers. We're likely to see all of them here today. Andrazik certainly will be out there for a good bit of the action, we would suspect. And then Grand Valley's got 3 other good pitchers to choose from. Allison Lepovsky is probably the one that will sit out most likely today. She was the game 1 starter on Tuesday. We expect that maybe in game 2 it'll either be Ellie Balbach or Courtney Reinhold. But Grand Valley has 4 pitchers, and they will use a lot of them. That's in sharp contrast to the opponent today. Malone goes with the senior Carrie Hall on the hill, and she is a pitcher who has all but one of her team's wins this year. She pitches most of the time. She might very well start both games of this doubleheader and go a long way. But it's Andrazik to get the call in game 1. She'll be facing the center fielder Michaela Fowler to start off. It's Michaela Fowler, Alexa Holstrager, the shortstop, and Emily Izza, the first 3 scheduled. Left-handed batter. Infield in tight for Grand Valley. And here's our first pitch of the doubleheader, and that is right on the outside edge for a strike. The umpire here in game 1 is Craig Kuipers. Marty Abazetian is the base umpire here today for this opener. A little slap foul, and Sarah Andrazik quickly ahead in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. So this is a Grand Valley team that's been wearing out the ball as well. People like Mackenzie Supernaw and Shannon Flaherty really been hot with the bat. That's on the outside edge. It's a beauty. Took a little bit off, I think Andrazik did. And that's a called 3rd strike for the first out here of the contest. There's Sarah.
Number 29, Alexa Holstrager.
Boy, it seems like just yesterday she showed up here from Sagamore Hills, Ohio as a freshman sensation, but now in her 4th year. A little pop-up on the infield. This is just behind shortstop, and that's Kelsey Dominguez out there in left field making an easy catch on that first pitch out. So Holstrager becomes the second out of the first inning, and that'll leave it up to the catcher, Emily Isla, senior from Louisville, Ohio, behind the plate. Another left-handed stick to face Andrazik. That pitch is in and up a little bit. Grand Valley just knocked the stuffings out of the ball the other day. Here's a bounder right back to Andrazik. 1 look and a quick toss across, and that's out number 3. So 3 up, 3 down in the top of the first. Grand Valley coming to the plate. No score today here on the Grand Valley Sports Network.
There's a phenomenon at Grand Valley State University that is making a lasting impact on our students, the state of Michigan, and beyond. It's called the Laker effect. Lakers understand that one person can make a significant impact. Together, we know we can do even more. That's the Laker effect.
Bottom of the first inning here today, the first of 2. Our broadcast today just of game 1 on the Grand Valley Sports Network. There you see Dana Callahan looking on, trying to get her offense started, and she's got a good person to get things going in the right direction for Grand Valley. Janae Langs, who hit her second home run of the season against Lake State, and it wasn't a cheapie either. One of the heroes from Grand Valley's Final Four basketball team. Moving back into the saddle in center field. Boy, she missed a lot of action, though, because of that extended run for Mike Williams and company. I think Janae missed something on the order of 20-plus games, if I'm not mistaken. I have to take a look at the
Pitching for Malone.
23, I believe it was,
10,
that she
Carrie
missed
Hall.
because Grand Valley played
Leading
8
off for Grand
games
Valley's
in the
bottom of the
postseason.
inning. Center fielder, number 1, Janae Langs.
So Janae Langs, who's got pop and she's got some speed, she can put it in play, do a lot of different things, batting from the left side. And the outfield is creeping in on Janae Langs, and I would suggest that they're doing that at their own risk. She is a wiry, strong little player, and if she pops one into the gap, she'll just keep running. Where the outfielders are playing right now, they'd have a hard time holding her to a double on a ball that got in between the outfielders. She can really go. She's quick out of the box, and we'll see what she's able to do here today against Carrie Hall, who's just the indefatigable pitcher here for the Warriors of Malone. 2-0 count now here on Janae. Watch that last pitch sail high. See if she's taking here or swinging. She was mostly taking, and that ball sailed away just a touch. So that's not a position that Hall wants to find herself in. Grand Valley's got some people that can bash it coming up a little bit later in this lineup. 3-0 pitch, and that is in there for a strike to Janae Langs. Outfield slightly around to left, but they are in way too close. This one is fouled back as the count runs full. It is a fairly favorable, I would say, home run win, blowing from right field across to left, but marginally out. Not quite as much maybe as we saw the other day, but the ball was flying out of here then. This is to left field. Left fielder going back, and no, you're not going to find that one. Langs may try for 3. She's going, she's motoring, she slides, well, she goes in standing up, and as predicted, a ball over the head of an outfielder was going to produce a triple for Janae Langs. In fairness to the outfielder out there, Emily Beck, that ball blew away from her as she started back for it, so she didn't take the best route, but it is a stand-up triple to start the game for Langs and Grand Valley. So this is Grand Valley's Kaylee Reinard. Watches that one sail by, ball 1. Good athlete here. Behind the plate today, some speed and pop in the bat as well for Kaylee. Good athlete, as I said, and had a good swing at that one. That ball kind of ran in on her, got her up around the hands and back over the Grand Valley dugout. Chance for the Lakers to take the early lead against Carrie Hall and the Warriors of Malone. Reinard on that fastball, but couldn't put it in play. 1-2 the count now. Grand Valley has Jenna Lenza, the second baseman, on deck, waiting to hit next. I think Dana Callahan's going to play for the big inning here. She's going to hope for a gap shot. And she gets one back up the middle. It's knocked down by the second baseman. It's a single, though, for Reinard. Just barely touched by Kaylee Ritz. And
Second baseman, number 4,
Janae
Jenna
Langs able to trot in from third with the first run of the contest. So the first 2 Grand Valley hitters reach with base hits. And here is Jenna Lenza. Good fastball, but it sails outside. Boy, third base. Ashley Beck down at third base, the charging in, looking for a bunt. I don't think Grand Valley's looking to bunt at this stage of the game. That's a good pitch on the outside edge from Hall. Maybe in a textbook situation, you'd say play for the bunt here, but I think Dana Callahan's got some confidence in her hitters right now. Here's a ball hit toward the gap in right center. Runner goes halfway. This is going to be caught by the right fielder. That was Shelby Hewlin who makes the catch. That ball was held up a little bit by the breeze,
player,
it looked like.
number 11, Ellie Ballbach.
Thought that might carry it a little bit more, but in the other direction, it held up out there for Hewlin, and that's out number 1. Here's Ellie Ballbach, the designated player, Laker pitcher, hitter extraordinaire. Got roughed up in her outing on the mound the other day. But this is somebody who can move it, good power the opposite way as well. Outfield a little deeper, certainly in left field. Ball back. Swinging through that one. Or actually took it for I should say for a ball, and then the steal of second base by Reinhard made it pretty handily. Ball back. This one might just sail out of play. Oh boy, tough play for the third baseman. It did stay in play, hit near the top of the fence, and Ashley Beck couldn't quite sort that out. The ball was kind of blowing away from her a little bit. Didn't have a lot of time to get over there. 2-1 the count now on Ellie. Infield in fairly tight. Here's a pitch that sails high, and that'll allow Reinhard to trot down to third. So now, after the stolen base and a wild pitch, the Lakers have their second runner of the inning at third base with just one out. Fly ball here would likely score Reinhard. Let's see what happens. That ball was just the opposite of the last one. That bounced about 6 feet in front of the plate. And now the fun may begin for Grand Valley, because here's the hottest Laker hitter coming to the bat right now. It's Mackenzie Supernaw. Had a couple of home runs the other day. And she is, as her coach says, locked in at the moment. First and third, one out, one in. That pitch sails high from Carrie Hall. Mackenzie Supernaw can hit it out to every field, and you just watch her, how aggressive she gets in the box right now. She is ready to do some damage. Another pitch up high. Problems here for Carrie Hall. She cannot afford to put any more people on base. With Shannon Flaherty, the freshman third baseman, on deck for the Lakers. That's another high pitch there. 3-0 to Supernaw. So maybe Malone was reading the scouting report. This is not a player you want to let beat you. I don't know if she'd be turned loose here 3-0. I kind of doubt it, but let's see. She's not going. That's a perfect strike. Kind of ran in on Supernaw. Good pitch to be taken right there. You probably wouldn't do much with it. Keep an eye on Ballbach here, see if she's going. She's not, and Supernaw walks to load the bases. So Grand Valley now has had 4 of the first 5
Shannon Flaherty
reach base. 1-0 Lakers. Here's Flaherty. Flaherty has hit some balls out of the park this year. Very good looking freshman player. That is outside ball 1. Shannon Flaherty from Tinley Park, Illinois. Been a real find for Grand Valley. Talking to Dana Callahan before the game, they'd say that she came here primarily as a shortstop. That's another ball. Carrie Hall trying to find her command. But some roster changes and injuries open up a spot at third, and Flaherty has made that position her own. Here's a ball on the infield. It's not going to be easy. It may sail out of play, and just does. Juliana Schultes came over, and she actually got tight to the fence, but that ball was about 3 feet out of her reach. So the count goes to 2-1 on Flaherty. Reinhard at third, Ballback at second, Supernaw at first. Up high. 3-1. Well, this is where it's going to happen right here for Shannon Flaherty. If she gets a pitch she likes, she's going to go after it. But that's way up high. Ball 4 sailed past the catcher, and 3 straight walks have brought home a run for the Lakers. You see Reinhard cross the plate, and now it's 2-0 Grand Valley. Still just 1 out, and the batter will be Kelsey Dominguez. And now a little confab on the hill here. Well, if you're Malone, you're trying to settle your pitcher down, give her a little bit of confidence, but I think something else that's happening out there is the infielders have to talk about their preparation. If a play is on here for Grand Valley,
the left field.
2 in,
Number 2,
1 out. I think that Dana Callahan continues probably to play for a big inning here. I don't think she's going to be bunting the ball, but you have to be alert if you're Malone. That is on the outside edge for strike 1, so Hall finds something with that delivery. Boy, that would be trouble if it stayed fair, but it cues foul down the first base side. 0-2 count here to Kelsey Dominguez, the Laker left fielder. Grand Valley hitters have had pretty good plate discipline lately. Haven't been chasing a lot of balls. Got to be alert for the off-speed pitch here. That was a little breaking ball that time. Kerry Hall tried to get her to nibble. Dominguez didn't bite. It's straight back and out of play. 2 runs in for Grand Valley. A triple, a single, a fly out, and then 3 walks to load the bases. Grand Valley with a chance to blow this one open early. And that one goes back to the identical spot off the bat of Dominguez. Chelsea Horvath getting the start in right field is on deck for the Lakers. Grand Valley has a good opportunity to bat around here in the first inning. Wow, 3-2. And this is kind of a one-pitcher staff that we're talking about for Malone. So Kerry Hall's got to have to settle down and find something. In the air to center field, not very deep. Now problematic, and it's going to fall in for a hit. Grand Valley's going to get everybody moving up. It was really good base running down at first base by Shannon Flaherty, who went about 2/3 of the way. The wind seems to have changed a little bit, blowing more out of the north rather than the east. And that goes as a single for Dominguez. The 3rd hit of the inning. Grand Valley on top, 3-0. Well, Grand Valley waiting the center fielder to get back in position. I think that Michaela Fowler might have hurt herself a little bit when she went to the ground there. She's out pacing around in the outfield. Her coach has not yet come out. I think she's just trying to shake it off. She was jostled there. And now it's on to Chelsea Horvath. Only 1 out, 3 on, 3 in for Grand Valley. Horvath got that one in on the hands, had a good cut at it. One and 1 the count with Tegan Showman, the Lakers shortstop, on deck, the number 9 hitter. Grand Valley still hasn't had the big hit yet of the inning. Let's see if they get it here. A quick throw down to third base after that swinging strike. 1-2 the count here on Chelsea Horvath. Horvath spoils that pitch off. Good pitch toward the outside edge. Kerry Hall's pitch count has just been almost hard to fathom here in the first inning, and she's not even close to being out of it yet. That one goes straight back to the screen. Umpire's going to reload on ammunition over there. 3 on, 1 out, 3 in for the Lakers. Boy, Grand Valley's right-handed hitters have laid off that pitch from Hall that kind of runs away. And this is in the air on the infield. Infield fly rule is called. Runners can advance if they want. They can go for it. Is there anybody covering? Nobody covering. That ball went into foul territory. Now the hitter is called out even though the ball bounded. Well, Dana Callahan, I'm a little confused here. I thought once the ball hit in fair territory, the rule was enforced. The infield fly was called, but the ball then bounced into foul territory. And there's a swinging strike 3 as Horvath is retired. A little surprising there.
Shortstop,
I have to admit, caught me unaware.
Tegan Showman.
On a grass field, that ball would have simply hit and stopped and probably wouldn't have run away, so the runners wouldn't have advanced. You can't advance at your own risk when it's called, but after the ball rolled foul, everything else was off. But I thought the umpire had clearly already signaled. That is a foul tip, they say, just off the near the handle of the bat for Tegan Showman. Count goes to 1-1. That's on the outside edge. Tegan Showman 1-2, and as bad as it's been for Malone this first inning, they might escape without any more damage here if Hall can make a pitch. That is a foul tip. No, that hit Tegan Showman. I thought that was off the edge of her bat, but Showman immediately went down to first. She kind of checked her swing, but she is hit by the pitch, gets an RBI, and ball back crosses for the fourth run. And here's Janae Langs, who led all of this off with a triple in her first at bat. So now it's 4-0 with Langs batting for the second time. Outside edge, strike one. Well, one bad break for Grand Valley when they changed the call on that infield fly, but a good break there was Tegan Showman getting hit on a check swing when it looked like it might be a foul ball. 4-0 Lakers. Let's see if Langs can do it again. It's in the air, back behind the plate, and that one is just going to go foul. Boy, I thought that one was going to be easy for the catcher, Emily Isla, but the wind got a little bit of that one. Earlier today, the wind was blowing, I would say, probably more from the northeast, but now it's almost directly out of the north. So it's pushing the ball back toward the field. Good cut there by Langs. Got to wonder what's happening with Sarah Andrzejczyk in the dugout there. She might have grabbed a pillow and taken a little nap. This one on the infield, it's going to stay in play. Pitcher Carrie Hall is right there, and she squeezes it for out number 3. But Grand Valley has a big inning. They come up with 4 runs on a total of 3 hits, no errors, and 3 left. Second inning coming up, Grand Valley 4, Malone nothing.
I was only 18 when I was diagnosed with cancer. I went from being an active, healthy teenager to becoming very sick very quickly. But thanks to the collaboration between researchers and my oncologist, I survived, and I'm now in remission.
We were curious, could a checking account help fight cancer? We'll give $150 to Stand Up to Cancer and $150 to you when you open a new checking account with direct deposit and make 3 online bill payments at Fifth Third Bank, the Curious Bank.
Second inning now here at Grand Valley. The Lakers got 4 in the first to back up the efforts of Sarah Andrzejczyk, who's facing the heart of the batting order. Abby Hughes, Ashley Beck, Juliana Schultes, hitters 4, 5, and 6. Little nubber. Reinhardt giving chase, almost got to that one on the fly. It was going to be out of the reach of Supernaw. I think Andrzejczyk just wants to pound the zone right now, let her fielders do some work behind her with that 4-run early lead. Good fastball there, swung late, did Abby Hughes, the designated player from Magnolia, Ohio, just a freshman. Andrzejczyk working quickly, and that is on the outside edge. Beautiful pitch for a called third strike. Second strikeout of the game for Sarah.
Third baseman, number 22, Ashley Beck.
Ashley Beck bats next. One of 2 Beck sisters from Massillon, Ohio. The twins, sophomores here playing for Malone. Good fastball ran in on Ashley Beck, ball 1. A lot of bite on that one, but it sails about a foot outside. 2-0 the count. On the third baseman for the Warriors from Malone. Andrzejczyk in the circle. That was a high fastball chased by Beck. 1 gone, top of the second inning here. 7-inning ball game, first of 2 today for these 2 teams. That's a good swing there. First really hard hit ball of any kind for Malone in this contest. Count even at 2-2. Out of play on the right side. Sarah Andrzejczyk is an Ohioan herself. She's the only Ohio player besides Marianne Deppe, who's out injured on this Laker roster. Good fastball and a good cut by Beck. She was on that one, fouled it straight back. I imagine a little extra motivation for Sarah Andrzejczyk. I'm sure she knows some of these players or has had a chance to play against them, and if not high school ball, maybe other amateur competition on her way up the ranks. Tried to change up that time and left it a little bit short of the plate. The count runs full. Outfield straight away, infield back. A good pitch there on the inside edge, called third strike. Andrzejczyk had been working away, but she came back inside on back, and now she'll face Juliana Schultes, the first baseman. Schultes, a junior from Garden Grove, California, on the ground to Jenna Lanza, over to Supernov for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down in the second. Here comes Grand Valley, leading 4-0 today on the Grand Valley Sports Network.
Gotta go! I'd like to welcome you to our basement. I'd like to read a brief statement. We, the Hubacher family, are pleased to announce today that we've acquired the following players: Buster Posey, Mike Trout, Yadier Molina, Bryce Harper, Derek Jeter, and Miguel Cabrera. We believe that this demonstrates, once again, our family's unwavering commitment to assemble the very best team in this neighborhood.
Mr. Hubacher, you've really upped the ante here. How do you expect the other families in the neighborhood to respond?
Well, the Harris family is going to be none too pleased.
Word is the Harrises are putting together quite a team of their own. Any concerns?
Under Cliff Harris's mismanagement, they already used up all their wall space with a bunch of paintings. I mean, really, come on.
Dad.
I know.
All right, next question.
Start building your own dream team at fathead.com.
Went back to the dugout after the first inning. I wouldn't be surprised if she
second inning.
grabbed herself a drink or maybe a power bar of some kind. She was out there a long time in the home half of the first. She gave up 4 runs on 3 hits. She also walked 3. She got out of a huge jam by retiring the number 8 hitter, Horvath. She did hit Showman with a pitch that forced in a run, but then battled back to get Janae Langs for the 3rd out of the inning. 10 batted for Grand Valley. One of them was Kaylee Reinert, who had an RBI single. She bats for the 2nd time, and now she's looking to bunt. Let's see if Hall makes the play. Safe is the call for Reinert. I'm not quite sure if that ball was caught cleanly down at first by the second baseman covering. She was a little bit late, though. Kaylee Ritz getting over there.
Jenna Lanza.
And Reinert was out quickly. So 2 hits now for Kaylee. She reaches for the 2nd time today, and here's Jenna Lenza. Flew out to right field in her first at bat. Junior from Orland Hills, Illinois is Jenna Lenza. Boy, this ball's hit hard if it stays fair. Foul ball, home run distance for Jenna. Ripped into that one. That one I don't think really got pushed by the wind too much. We saw a couple balls on Tuesday that were hooking down around the foul pole out there, but that was just a line bullet that she got on top of and hit it about 10 feet foul. That's a changeup, throw down to second, not in time. Boy, what a great pitch to go on. That was a little bit of an eephus pitch from Carrie Hall, and it seemed like it was taking forever to get there, and that allowed Lenza to steal her 2nd base of the contest. So she's in scoring position right now. Ball to center field. What a play there. Nicely done by the outfielder, who falls down, gets back up, and by falling, she allowed Reinert to get back to the bag. Reinert had initially broke for 3rd, got back to the bag, tagged up, and then when
Ellie Ballbach.
Michaela Fowler took a little bit of a tumble, Reinert easily able to make third base. Here's Ballbach now with a runner in scoring position at third. So Reinert has been playing station-to-station baseball. She has been at all the bases in both of her at-bats, and she's gotten all of those bases a single base at a time. A walk, a steal, a wild pitch got her to third in the first inning, and then a stolen base, and then a sacrifice. Actually, not a sacrifice, but a fly ball to the outfield after her single here. Ballbach is behind in the count, 1-2. See if she can put one in play, get that runner home from third. Well, she hits it so hard, it's hooking foul. That was a rocket right down against the fence, the right field line. That's the first ball we've seen hit really hard in that direction. But Ballbach just turned on that one, and that got the attention of Juliana Schultes, the first baseman, who was kind of moving in on the play. Ballbach, good work there, just spoils that pitch. Didn't really want to go for it, but couldn't take a chance of letting it pass her. So she stuck the bat out and blocked it down the left field line. Still 1-2. Good fastball from Hall, but Ballbach doesn't bite. Kenzie Supernaw in the on-deck circle. She'll hit next. Boy, good pitch there from Hall. Ballbach had decided early on she wasn't going for it. That was tailing away. Just caught a bit of the edge. Yeah, it's a called third strike for the second out. Well, here's Supernaw with a chance to drive home the run. That ball's a little bit in. Well, you watch Mackenzie Supernaw out there. She looks like she's trying to break the bat in her hands before she swings it. She is so eager to go. Little tapper on the ground is short. Nice play by the shortstop. Long throw across. Gets her for out number 3. Nice work by Holstrager across to Schultes to retire Supernaw. And Malone gets out of a spot of trouble. We go to the third inning. Still Grand Valley 4, Malone nothing.
Top of the third inning. Grand Valley State 4, Malone nothing.
If you sign up for DirecTV's latest deal, prepare to be blindsided. Because they'll double your rate before you know it. And you'll find you're locked into a 2-year contract that could cost you over $3,000. That's why the smart choice is Xfinity. You can see all the best action in football all season long, with no surprises. Don't get blindsided by DirecTV. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
Here's that last out in the second inning. Good play by the shortstop across to get the runner, Supernaw, at first base. Emily Beck bats now. She took the first pitch for a strike. That's a good pitch right there, too, from Sarah Andrzejczyk, pounding the zone. You like to see that. One of the problems Malone, I think, had early on. Carrie Hall was kind of wild, and those infielders were just sitting back on their heels a little bit. And that sometimes leads to defensive issues. Pitcher can't find the zone, ball's not being put in play, and infielders get a little bit groggy. That is just a little bit low. 2-2 the count now. This is Emily Beck leading off the third. So far, 6 up, 6 down for Andrzejczyk against Malone. There's a ball in the air on the left side. Dominguez circles on this one. She's got it in her glove for out number 1. Shelby Hewlin bats next, the right fielder for the visitors. Player from Doylestown, Ohio, a sophomore, batting from the left side. ran up as if to slap at that one. And the umpire says that caught a bit of the plate. Craig Kuipers calling the balls and strikes here in game one. Here's a ball slapped into center field. Langs started back at first, had to come forward, then she made the old basket catch. A la Willie Mays out there in center for
second baseman,
out number 2.
21, Kaylee Ritz.
A little different play. She kind of ran up on that one as if to slap it and then served it up to center field. And here's Kaylee Ritz. Takes strike one. Andrzejczyk is not wasting time here in this contest. Throwing strikes and getting after it is Sarah, number 9 hitter, up right now. This ball is fouled back, so she's quickly ahead on the second baseman. Ooh, it's a nice changeup there. Not sure if I agree with the selection there, throwing a changeup to the number 9 hitter in an 0-2 situation. Comes right back with the fastball hit in the air down the right field line. This is going to go just foul. Lenz actually came over and had a better chance of getting onto that one. Chelsea Horvath giving chase as well. Let's see if Sarah goes back the other way outside. She does. That's a good pitch from Andrzejczyk. I think she had fooled Ritz, who was a little bit late, couldn't pull the trigger, and it was by her, but it was just off the plate for ball 2. And now Andrzejczyk inside. They check down at first base to see if the batter had offered. I didn't think so myself. Full count now here for Kaylee Ritz. Andrzejczyk, foul down the right field line. Horvath is not going to get there. Andrzejczyk back in the circle here, full count pitch. And now the batter calls time just as Andrzejczyk was going into her windup. Sarah just wants to put it down the middle here, and she does. This is in the air to right, not very deep. Horvath camping perfectly for that one. She's got it for out number 3. So nice work by Andrzejczyk to come back and retire Ritz. We head to the bottom of the third. Grand Valley 4, Malone nothing on the Grand Valley Sports Network.
There's a phenomenon at Grand Valley State University that is making a lasting impact on our students, the state of Michigan, and beyond. It's called the Laker effect. Lakers understand that one person can make a significant impact. Together, we know we can do even more. That's the Laker effect.
Part of the audience on hand here in front of us today at Grand Valley. This is Shannon Flaherty, the freshman third baseman, batting for the second time against Carey Hall. Watches that one sail outside. Flaherty was one of the Lakers that scored in the first inning, reached on a walk at her first at bat. Pitch just misses outside from Carey Hall. It's on the inside edge. Bottom of the fourth, Grand Valley 4, Malone nothing in GLIAC softball action. 2-2 now on the leadoff hitter here for Grand Valley. In the home half of the third inning, Flaherty, Dominguez, Horvath, hitters 6, 7, and 8. back to the screen again. Well, it was a good pitch made by the pitcher that time. Kind of got up and in, and Flaherty had to readjust her swing and just got a small piece of that one. Don't think she was really committed to swinging there, but was fooled in the pitch and stayed alive in the count here. In the gap to left center field and deep, and gone for Flaherty, who continues her power surge. This freshman really tagged that one. Left center field up over our camera shooting position, and you can almost see the smile through the face guard there for the rookie. Not playing like a first-year player. Shannon Flaherty with a home run to make it 5-0 Lakers. There you see it. There's our guy Tony Packer out there in left center field. He saw that one all the way in. And that brings up Kelsey Dominguez. Pitch sails outside. 5-0 for Grand Valley here in the opener. 4 in the first run of the third inning coming from Shannon Flaherty. Here's a ball in the air on the infield. Second baseman tracking back, and that's Kaylee Ritz who puts it away for out number 1.
The right fielder.
I have to confess, when Flaherty hit that ball, I didn't know if it had home run power or not. But she knocked it through the breeze and clearly got a good lick on that one. And she continues her outstanding freshman season. And what's really been impressive about her is the power output of late. That home run for Flaherty, her 4th of the season. 27 RBIs now. That ball is just outside. Flaherty batting average right around the 300 mark. She has started all 39 games for the Lakers this year. There are a total of 5 players who have started every game. Reinhard, Lenza, Ballbach, Supernaw, and Flaherty. Three and 1 the count. Dominguez, check swing. Oh boy, nobody's going to get there. I think the catcher Isla had the best chance, but she kind of gave way, thinking maybe it was going to be more of the ball that Juliana Schultes could handle. Count full now. 1 gone here in the third. Grand Valley 5, Malone nothing. Straight back up over the top. Boy, Carrie Hall is just throwing so many pitches. Really getting ground down to a nub by this Grand Valley offense. Boy, there's a rope in the left field. That'll be a solid base hit. Horvath with the base knock.
Shortstop, number 9, Tegan Showman.
Tegan Showman, the shortstop now for Grand Valley. On the edge. That pitch hangs up just a little bit high. 2-1 count for Tegan. Looking to break out of a kind of a quasi slump this season. Got a good swing at that one. Only batting .256 coming into this one. But despite that, still leading the Lakers in number of runs scored this year. Well, she swings through that one, ball up and out of the zone a little bit. And that's out number 2.
Center fielder, number 1, Janae Langs.
So here's Langs batting for the 3rd time, a triple and a flyout in the first inning, looking to bunt. Bunted it a little bit too much toward the pitcher, who makes the play. Oh, snow cone there. Umpire wanted to see if that ball was going to stay caught. Lang's retired, but the Lakers get a run on a hit. No errors.
Grand Valley State.
One left. Fourth
One
inning
run
coming
and
up.
two
Grand
hits.
Valley
No
5,
errors,
Malone
one left
0.
on base.
Thank you.
Heading to the fourth inning.
I was only 18 when I was diagnosed with cancer. I went from being an active, healthy teenager to becoming very sick very quickly. But thanks to the collaboration between researchers and my oncologist, I survived, and I'm now in remission.
We were curious, could a checking account help fight cancer? We'll give $150 to Stand Up to Cancer and $150 to you when you open a new checking account with direct deposit and make 3 online bill payments at Fifth Third Bank, the Curious Bank.
Second time around for Malone here against Sarah Andrzejczyk. This is Michaela Fowler, the center fielder. Slapped that one down toward third. Interesting that Flaherty kind of had her glove out and thought, I probably cannot make the play on this one, so I just don't want to touch it while I'm in fair territory. She kind of let it go by, and it did go foul. The pitch is down and in. On Fowler, infield in pretty tight, outfield straight away, medium depth. Boy, Sarah Andrzejczyk wanted that pitch. See Showman at shortstop. She's only about 12 feet behind the circle. 2-2 now on the leadoff batter here in the fourth inning for the Warriors of Malone. It's Michaela Fowler facing Sarah Andrzejczyk. Boy, good pitch, low and away, and Fowler just couldn't come up with anything there. And it's
number 29,
a strikeout.
Alexa Holstrager.
The fourth of the contest for Andrzejczyk here against Malone. That'll bring up Alexa Holstrager, the shortstop, also batting from the left side. Runs up, slaps it one, but hits it foul down the left field line. It's sometimes interesting to note in softball, you'll see a left fielder against a left-handed hitter like this play very close to the line. Actually, Dominguez is off the line a good bit, but the other outfielders are around to right field. The big gap is in right center. That's good work by Andrzejczyk to come back inside. She doesn't want to throw an outside delivery to a player that's running up and can slap it to left field. She's going to make her turn over on this ball a little bit. Same position, missed again, 2-1. Now let's see if Sarah Andrzejczyk decides to take a little bit off this pitch, 2-2, try to work it away from the hitter. Very hard to slow down and get that off-speed ball. Here it is. Now instead it's toward left field. Dominguez racing back. She's there and she makes the catch. Perfectly placed was Kelsey Dominguez. Looked for a minute like that one might get down in between the outfielders, but Dominguez got over quickly.
Emily Isla.
And that's the second out of the inning on the fly ball to left field. Here is Isla, the catcher. She went out in the first inning on a sharp grounder back to the box. Good swing that time. She's got a good swing. Isla does. That's why she's in that 3 spot in the batting order. Senior catcher for this Malone side. Here's the first base hit of the ball game. It's going to fall in front of Dominguez. Isla to left field, and after 11 straight outs, Malone finally gets somebody on board. A sharp, solid single
the designated player,
to left
number
field.
16,
That brings up
Hughes.
Abby Hughes. So Andrzejczyk wants to settle down now and get this final out of the fourth inning. That's a great pitch on the outside edge, strike one. Grand Valley has Courtney Reinhold warming up right now with some purpose, so maybe she's getting slated to come on to pitch the 5th inning here for Grand Valley. Here's a ball back to Andrasic. Actually got past her to Showman. Across to Supernoff for out number 3. Good play by Teagan. And the Lakers are out of it. We go to the home half of the 4th. Still Grand Valley 5. Malone nothing.
Gotta go. I'd like to welcome you to our basement. I'd like to read a brief statement. We, the Hubacher family, are pleased to announce today that we've acquired the following players: Buster Posey, Mike Trout, Yadier Molina, Bryce Harper, Derek Jeter, and Miguel Cabrera. We believe that this demonstrates, once again, our family's unwavering commitment to assemble the very best team in this neighborhood.
Mr. Hubacher, you've really upped the ante here. How do you expect the other families in the neighborhood to respond?
Well, the Harris family's going to be none too pleased.
Word is the Harrises are putting together quite a team of their own. Any concerns?
Under Cliff Harris's mismanagement, they already used up all their wall space with a bunch of paintings. I mean, really, come on.
Dad.
I know.
All right, next question.
Start building your own dream team at fathead.com.
Well, nice day for a picnic. Got to keep an eye on the little ones out there. They will try to get away, give them half a chance. Some of the Laker faithful out there down the left field line looking in on today's game. There you see Grand Valley's Courtney Reinhold, the sophomore from Saginaw, warming up, continuing to warm up, which leads me to believe that maybe a decision has already been made to get her on to pitch the last couple in game 1 here. Grand Valley might be going at it by committee again today, something they've done fairly successfully this year as Lakers try for their 8th consecutive win. Reinhold had a shutout on Tuesday. 5-inning win over Lake Superior State, 12-0 Mercy Rule contest. So Grand Valley batting here now in the 4th. And this is the number 2 hitter in the Laker lineup, Kaylee Reinard, the catcher. Boy, she turns on this one. Look out, folks. Somebody reached in there barehanded and lived to talk about it. One and one pitch. Breaking ball. Got Kaylee leaning. She took a good look at that one all the way into the dirt. Let it go by for ball 2. Carrie Hall continuing on the mound here for Malone. That one sails away. Lenza will bat next, then it's Ballbach. The first 3 scheduled here for Dana Callahan in the 4th. Grand Valley 5, Malone no score. Good pitch there. Count full now on the Laker leadoff hitter, Kaylee Reinard. Been on board twice so far. A couple of hits. This is in the air to center field. Playable out there. And taken by Michaela Fowler for out number 1.
Second baseman, number 4, Jenna Lenza.
Here's Lenza, who's about the only Laker who hasn't gotten into the act one way or another. Everybody else has been on base today. Jenna, though, has had 2 flyouts, one to right, one to center. She wanted to take matters into her own hands here. Pulled that one way foul. Got out in front of that ball. Gritty second baseman for Grand Valley. Grand Valley has not had one big blow in this contest. Had the home run from Flaherty, but that was a solo shot. And they left the bases full in the first inning after they had scored 4 runs. So Grand Valley really had a chance to be out of sight in this contest. 3-1 now on Jenna Lenza with the cleanup hitter Ellie Ballbach in the on-deck circle for the Lakers. And there's the walk, so it's complete. Grand Valley now has had every hitter reach base in this contest at least
Designated
once.
player, number 11, Ellie Ballbach.
Ellie Ballbach walked and struck out. Her last at bat, she hit one, just a bullet up against the wall in right field that was a couple of feet foul before striking out. Here's a rocket shot to second and a quick double play. Couldn't do much about that one. That ball just murdered right down at Kaylee Ritz, who caught it and threw back to Schultes to double up the Grand Valley runner to end the inning. Fifth inning coming up now for Grand Valley and Malone here on the Grand Valley Sports Network.
Heading to the
If you sign up for DirecTV's latest deal, prepare to be blindsided. Because they'll double your rate before you know it. And you'll find you're locked into a 2-year contract that could cost you over $3,000. That's why the smart choice is Xfinity. You can see all the best action in football all season long, with no surprises. Don't get blindsided by DirecTV. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
Fifth inning here at Grand Valley in game one. This is Ashley Beck batting now. Strikeout victim, her first at bat. Sarah Andrazik has faced one over the minimum through 4. Thought she might be replaced here by Reinhold, who's been throwing in the Laker bullpen. Could be that Reinhold's just getting in her tosses in preparation of a start in game 2. Or she might still be called upon here by Dana Callahan. Beck swings and fouls it back to the screen. 1-2 the count here on the leadoff hitter. Beck, Schultes, and Emily Beck. So the sisters sandwiched around Juliana Schultes in the 5th inning. Good changeup there, but Sarah Andrazik didn't get that one quite to the plate. He had it in the right direction. 2-2 the count. High fastball for a swinging strike 3 as Beck goes down on strikes for the second time in this contest. And here's the first baseman, Juliana Schultes. Andrazik on the outside edge on that delivery for a strike. In the air on the right side, first baseman Supernaw going over there. And she's able to grab onto that one for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 6, Emily Beck.
So Andrazik makes short order of Ashley Beck and Schultes. Here's Emily Beck, the left fielder, batting from the right side here with 2 gone in the 5th inning. That one is straight back and out of play. Reinhardt came back and had a look at it. Wasn't going to get there. She tells the umpire it's not coming back. She knows how the netting works here at Grand Valley. And that ball didn't quite roll back onto the field of play. Good pitch again. Good setup by Kaylee Reinhardt to give her pitcher a good target on the outside edge, and Andrazik dropped it right into her glove. 0-2 here with 2 gone. Off speed again. That's a couple times Andrazik's tried to fool a player with the off-speed delivery. I'm not sure down in the count you want to do that too much, but that's certainly part of her pitching plan. Just missed inside. 2-2. Grand Valley 5. Malone no score as the senior Sarah Andrazik cruising along. High swing and a miss. Andrazik works through the inning without any trouble at all.
3 up, 3
Here we
down.
go for the bottom of the 5th inning. Grand Valley looking to add to the 5-0 lead on the Grand Valley Sports Network.
You didn't used to hear much in a library. Well, this is no typical library.
The Mary Ida Pugh Library Learning and Information Commons on the Allendale campus has been receiving praise and acclaim from the moment it opened its doors in 2013.
The design came after watching and listening to students but it also came with Grand Valley's high standards of design and environmental responsibility. The library just earned the highest level of LEED certification by the U.S. Green Building Council. It was awarded platinum status. This library has energy management features that include underfloor air distribution, super efficient exterior walls, a heat recovery system, and a rainwater-fed irrigation system. These save the environment and operating costs. When the university saves money, it can better manage tuition and other costs to students. Now that should give students in this library something to talk about. For Around Grand Valley, I'm Mary Eileen Lyon.
Bottom of the fifth inning. Valley. Lakers here in the fifth, looking to add to a 5-0 lead. That's a high off-speed delivery to Mackenzie Supernaw, who has been pretty well shackled here in this contest. Walked and scored a run in the first, then grounded out in the second. Her third time through, and she's been swinging the very hot bat of late. Had a great cut at that one. Just got under it. 1-1 the count. Carrie Hall continues to throw. Somebody warming up, though, in the bullpen right now for Malone. And I believe that might be Abby Hughes, who's trying to get some tosses in. Supernaw again, got that one in a little bit. Drove it far down the left field line. Not quite home run power, but a good 25 feet foul. So 1-2 on McKenzie. See if Grand Valley can do something with this power trio up here this inning. That sails high and wide. 2-2 the count. It'll be Supernaw, Flaherty, Dominguez. Flaherty had a home run her last at bat. Has scored twice here today. Mackenzie Supernaw to center field. Center fielder started back, comes in, and Michaela Fowler's got that one measured for out number 1.
Third baseman, number 19, Shannon Flaherty.
So here's Flaherty. A walk. Back in the first inning. Home run back in her last at bat in the third for Shannon. First year player from Illinois making quite an impression here in West Michigan. Playing pretty good third base as well. And Carrie Hall, I think, has to remember last time through, this is the player that got her for the long ball. And that's always in the back of your mind if you're a pitcher. Good pitch, came back in underneath the hands on the inside edge. 2-2 against Flaherty here. Kelsey Dominguez will bat next for Grand Valley. That one is pulled foul down the left field line. Three and two now on the Laker third baseman. Grand Valley with a 5-run lead with 6 outs to go here for Sarah Andrazik. And that's inside. Flaherty is on board for the third time today. 2 walks and a home run. And that'll bring up Dominguez. Dominguez with a single.
2, Kelsey Dominguez.
And popped to second, her last at bat. Would not be surprised to see a bunt here from Grand Valley. Dominguez does not offer. That's a fastball in the outside corner. Tina Kellingham might be playing for one more run here, but Dominguez swings, little fly ball into center field. Center fielder out there, Michaela Fowler, suddenly becoming very busy, and she takes care of that for the second out as Dominguez flies out for the second time.
Number 5, Chelsea Horvath.
And here's Horvath. Strikeout and a walk, strikeout and a base hit, I should say, for Chelsea. And finally, at long last year, after a couple of very cloudy days in West Michigan, we got some sunshine peeking through. You can see a few shadows starting to form on the field. Horvath gets out of the way of that one. 1-1. Tegan Showman is on deck for the Lakers. 2 gone, though. Runner on board here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 5-0 Grand Valley. Hometown girl is Chelsea Horvath from Grand Rapids. Two and two count. Let's keep an eye on the runner. Well, certainly Malone was keeping an eye on the runner because on ball 3, snap throw down there that chased Shannon Flaherty back to first base. 3-2, 2 out. Flaherty will be on her bike here. This is in the air and will sail back out of play. So now we are bathed in sunshine, and that one's right back to the screen. That is off the plate. Good look taken there by Chelsea Horvath to draw the walk. Carrie Hall, I think looking at that one with her heart a little bit more than her eyes, she wanted that call, but it was, I thought, a pretty good call by the umpire, clearly off the plate. And it's a base on balls for Horvath, and that brings up Showman. It'll be a good spot for Tegan to get loose. A little bouncer to third. They're going to have to, well, they're going to call that caught on the fly. A little nubber that went into the glove of Ashley Beck just before it hit the ground, and she grabs it for out number 3. We go to the 6th inning. Grand Valley 5, Malone nothing.
Into the 6th inning, Grand Valley State 5.
There's a phenomenon at Grand Valley State University that is making a lasting impact on our students, the state of Michigan, and beyond. It's called the Laker effect. Lakers understand that one person can make a significant impact. Together, we know we can do even more. That's the Laker effect.
Take a look at that last out. Here's the swing by Showman. Just hit a little flare out there toward third. The third baseman, yep, I think she got it. Although she didn't put on a very convincing act. She was getting ready to throw. As we start the 6th inning now, that's a little kind of a check swing nubber off the bat of Shelby Hewlin. A fly ball to center field, her previous at bat back in the 3rd inning. Little grounder to second. Lenz has got it. Easy toss across. That's out number 1. Really nice pitching job being done by Sarah Andrazik today. She is
second baseman.
Allowed just 1 hit and no walks, so she has been hitting the zone. She's allowed her fielders to do some work behind her. And after being given that 4-run cushion in the 1st inning, she's been all business ever since. This is Kaylee Ritz to bat next. Grounder to short, big hop for Showman. Toss across, good work over there by Supernaw. Not a great throw by Showman, but Supernaw backhanded it, managed to stay on the bag, and that's out
Center
number
fielder,
2.
Number 8, Michaela Fowler.
And the ease with which Andrazik is working through this lineup has been very impressive. She has used just a very small number of pitches, certainly in comparison to Her opposite number, Carrie Hall, who probably threw, I'm guessing, somewhere around 40 pitches in the first inning. Little slap attempt here by Michaela Fowler, and she evens the count at 1-1. 2 gone, 6th inning. Grand Valley 5, Malone no score today on the Grand Valley Sports Network. A little check swing foul down the third baseline. I want to remind you, we'll be back here tomorrow at 1 o'clock for the first game of the doubleheader between Grand Valley and Walsh. Grand Valley then plays on Sunday, doubleheader starting at 1 against Hillsdale. And those should be some pretty good ball games. Hillsdale, one of the teams ahead of Grand Valley in the standings. That's a little let-up pitch, and Sarah, she's got a good motion on it. She's fooling the hitters, but that ball came up well short of the zone. 2-2 the count. Fowler swings, and that's going to be a base hit down the left field line. She's going to try for 2. This could be a mistake. Tag put on the runner, and she just gets in under the glove of Lanza. I think that if she had to do it over again, she might have held it first in a 5-0 game, but you don't want to run yourself out of your first scoring opportunity of the contest. It's a 2-base hit for Michaela Flower, and here's Holstrager. That play was closer at second than I think the umpire thought it was going to be. Strike 1 to Holstrager, the shortstop. Senior from Hinckley, Ohio. Another slap going the opposite way. I think what Sarah Andrzejczyk has to do now is maybe start working the inner half of the plate again. She leaves that ball outside to these lefties. They're trying to just punch it over the head of Flaherty into that left field corner. See if she can get in to the kitchen a little bit here. Well, she goes outside again. It's 1-2. A little bit of a purpose pitch there. 1 on, 2 out here in the top of the 6th inning. Here's a grounder to left field. It's through. They're going to send the runner. They hold her up. This ball is way up top. And that worked out pretty well for Malone because the batter gets down to second now with 2 out. And I think, again, it was Andrzejczyk pitching away that led to that base hit. And now Grand Valley's going to talk about it with 2 outs, and this is a good hitter coming up here. So by no means a foregone conclusion that Grand Valley's going to escape trouble here. I wonder if with first base open, Dana Callahan might tell her pitcher to work cautiously here, but I don't think so. I think she just wants to get an out. You got to get people out eventually. The 5-run lead, though, it's not the worst thing in the world if she walks this hitter.
Emily Isla,
who had the first hit of the ball game back in the 4th. So Andrzejczyk has to settle down now, get a ball put in play. Just missed maybe a touch high on that ball. Well, that one was in the exact same area, and like all good umpires, Craig Kuiper splits the difference. Gave the hitter 1, gave the pitcher 1. This is on the ground to Lenza. Has time, throws her out at first, and Andrzejczyk works out of a jam. In the inning, no runs, a couple of hits, no errors, 2 left. Bottom of the 6th coming up, still Grand Valley 5, Malone nothing.
I was only 18 when I was diagnosed with cancer. I went from being an active, healthy teenager to becoming very sick very quickly. But thanks to the collaboration between researchers and my oncologist, I survived, and I'm now in remission.
We were curious, could a checking account help fight cancer? We'll give $150 to Stand Up to Cancer and $150 to you when you open a new checking account with direct deposit and make 3 online bill payments at Fifth Third Bank, the Curious Bank.
As we go to the bottom of the 6th inning, a slight delay here. Malone's got everything they need out there right now except the pitcher. Carrie Hall is just now coming out of the dugout. And I think the reason she stayed in was because her catcher made the final out of the inning, and Carrie just figured, well, if she's not got the gear on, it doesn't do me any good to go out there and just stand around. I'm kind of surprised with Grand Valley ready to go here that she's getting this warm-up opportunity. Not like Malone doesn't have other players that can go out there and warm up the pitcher. The umpire's going to say 3 pitches, that's it, and on we go.
For Grand Valley State in the bottom of the 6th inning, the center fielder, number 1, Janae Lang.
Top of the batting order for Grand Valley. It'll be Janae Lang's batting for the 3rd time in the ball game. Lang's tripled to open the ball game, scored the first of 4 Laker runs in the 1st inning, and was out attempting to bunt in her last at bat in the 3rd. 1 for 3 for Janae. In the air, first pitch swinging. This is not an easy ball for the outfielder. Fowler fighting the breeze out there. Grand Valley players have not been able to put that ball in play on the ground or on a line. They've hit a lot of fly balls here against Carrie Hall, who maybe is working up in the zone a little bit more. And a lot of putouts in this contest for Fowler. So Langs flies out. That'll bring up Kaylee Reinert, Laker catcher, in the 6th. And when you're ahead by 5 runs in the late going, you got to be swinging at that pitch. Looked a little bit off the plate, but not according to Craig Kuipers. That one was definitely off the plate, according to everybody. 1-1 count. Grand Valley's got Lenza in the on-deck circle here. Sarah Andrzejczyk continues to work on the mound. Check swing foul. Look out. That one almost got into the crowd there. Just around the protective netting and the pole behind the plate. Off speed. Bounced up there. 2-2 on Kaylee Reinert. Stolen a couple of bases today. She's been on twice. Flew to center in her last at bat. This is going to be a base knock to left field. Good swing by Kaylee there. Grand Valley gets a 1-out single here in the 6th inning, and that'll bring up Lenza. More importantly for Grand Valley, if they stay out of the double play, they'll likely get to Ballbach and perhaps Supernaw here to try to add to this lead. Good pitch on the outside corner. Hall, after that wildness in the 1st inning, has really settled in and pitched a pretty good ball game. Here's a ball on the right side. Look out. Better get back to the bag there. And Kaylee Reinert didn't really know what to do. She wanted to stay out of the way, first of all. And that one was taken by the second baseman, Ritz, for the 2nd out. So here's Ballbach. Ballbach hit that one right off the mask of Craig Kuipers. Ellie in the ball game, a walk, a strikeout, and then a line drive double play in her last at bat. Hit a bullet right down to Kaylee Ritz, who quickly converted it into a bang-bang double play. Let's see if Ellie gets a good swing in this at bat. Well, after seeing the swing she had the first time, Ritz worked away for her, but Ballbach didn't chase. 1-1, 2 gone, last of the 6th. This is game 1, scheduled for 2. Ball outside again. At the end of our broadcast, we will tell you once again that tomorrow we'll be on the air at 1 o'clock for the game against Walsh. First of 2 here at the Lakers softball field. This should end the inning. Fowler out there in center field. Boy, she has been busy. She takes it for out number 3. So 3 outs to go for the Lakers. Andrzejczyk will try to get them. As we go to the 7th, it's Grand Valley 5, Malone nothing.
Heading to the 7th.
If you sign up for DirecTV's latest deal, prepare to be blindsided. Because they'll double your rate before you know it. and you'll find you're locked into a 2-year contract that could cost you over $3,000. That's why the smart choice is Xfinity. You can see all the best action in football all season long, with no surprises. Don't get blindsided by DirecTV. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
Now here we go for the 7th inning. Last chance for Malone to break through against Sarah Andrazik. They've only had 3 hits today, 2 of them in the last half inning. And Andrazik had to bear down to get the dangerous Emily Isla for the final out with runners at 2nd and 3rd. Now she's got a chance to go through hitters 4, 5, and 6, who she has handled quite well here today. That's a ball down low to Abby Hughes, the designated player, 0 for 2 with a strikeout, followed by Beck and Schultes. Andrazik still with that good fastball late in the contest. Abby Hughes, the designated player here in game 1. Outfield fairly deep. Andrazik down in the zone, 2-1. Boy, that was a pitch that I think Abby Hughes probably wishes she hadn't gone after. It was not a ball she was going to do much with. Up and in and tied her up. She fouled it off. 2-2 the count. Back in the circle goes Andrazik. Looks for her sign. On the outside edge. Called strike 3. Beautiful placement by Sarah as she rings up Hughes for the 2nd time.
Third baseman, number 22, Ashley Beck.
7th strikeout for Sarah. Here's Ashley Beck, who has gone down on strikes twice before in the contest. Swinging aggressively on the first offering from Andrazik. Strike 1. These two teams will play again in about a half hour. If you're in the area, stop by and see some softball action. If not, still plenty to come this weekend here. A 1 o'clock doubleheader tomorrow with Walsh. We'll be on the air for the first game on the Grand Valley Sports Network, and then Hillsdale 1 o'clock on Sunday. Andrazik swinging foul on the 1-1 pitch. So another chance here to ring up Ashley Beck. Boy, right down to Flaherty, plays it on 1 hop, sends it across for out number 2. Good work by Flaherty. She got down on that ball. Rather than charge it and try to take it in the air, she kind of let it come up on her. Had plenty of time to get back for
first baseman, number 27,
the 2nd out of the inning.
Schultes.
So now it is up to Juliana Schultes. 0 for 2 in the contest. A ground out and a pop out to first. Boy, that's a good pitch by Andrazik. Finishing strong here with a good fastball on the outside edge. 2 gone here in the top of the 7th. Grand Valley on top 5-0. Andrazik working on a 3-hitter. No walks, 7 strikeouts. Very efficient contest so far for Sarah. One little bit of trouble in the 6th when they got 2 on with 2 out, but she worked out of that. 2-1 now, the count on the first baseman, Juliana Schultes. Trying to keep it alive for her side here. And again, working outside with that good hard stuff. 2-2 the count. Sarah Andrazik trying to stay loose, stay in the moment, and deliver one more good pitch. Just missed inside there as the count runs full. Schultes a little bit late on that one. Andrazik with the good hard stuff even late in the contest. She hadn't lost any velocity at all. Had great command today. Good pitch by Sarah there. Got in on the hands of Schultes, who barely was able to spoil that one. Tough at bat here. Schultes hanging in. in the air to center, playable for Langs. And she puts it away, and Grand Valley gets the win in game number 1. The Lakers take it by the score of 5-0. Grand Valley doing most of its damage in the first inning when 4 of the first 5 Grand Valley hitters reached base and scored. Lakers only got one more. That came in the third on a home run by the freshman third baseman Shannon Flaherty, and an outstanding effort by Sarah Andrzejczyk. Andrzejczyk going 7, giving up 3 hits, striking out 7, and no walks. And Grand Valley picks up its 31st win of the season. They go to 16-5 in the GLIAC, and now have a chance to try for the doubleheader sweep in about 30 minutes in game 2 here against the Warriors from Malone. So that'll do it for us here today. We invite you to join us tomorrow when we're back here for game 1 of the doubleheader with Walsh at 1 p.m. So for John Van Dorn and the rest of our crew, I'm Tom Cleary. Thanks for being with us. In women's softball in game 1 today, Grand Valley behind Sarah Andrzejczyk wins it. It's the Lakers 5, Malone nothing.